güzel bir yer. Sen niye burada tek başına yaşamıyorsun ki?
Ben istediğim zaman geliyorum işte. Hem burası hiçbir zaman kapanmayacak ki. Belki de bizim aşk yuvamız olur.
Understand how the situation had developed. While many discussions focused on the dramatic statement that sparked the debate, the story itself appeared to have roots stretching back much further than the public initially realized. The growing attention surrounding the allegations transformed what began as a personal matter into a national entertainment story. Every new detail, interview, and social media post added another layer to a controversy that seemed far from reaching its conclusion. Reconstructing the timeline. One reason the story captured such widespread attention was the challenge of understanding exactly when the alleged events occurred. Entertainment journalists began examining public appearances, social media activity, and interviews connected to the individuals involved. Fans attempted to create detailed timelines, hoping to identify clues that might explain the circumstances behind Sahara Isik's statements. This effort quickly became one of the most discussed aspects of the controversy. Some observers pointed to older social media posts, suggesting that signs of tension may have existed long before the allegations became public. Others argued that reading too much into past content could be misleading and unfair. Regardless of which perspective people supported, the timeline itself became a central part of the public conversation. The role of social media detectives. Modern celebrity controversies often unfold in a unique way. Rather than waiting for traditional media reports, online communities frequently begin their own investigations. Users compare photographs, analyze captions, track public appearances, and attempt to identify connections between different events. The Sahara Isik controversy proved no exception. Thousands of social media users became amateur investigators, spending hours examining available information. Discussion forums filled with theories, interpretations, and predictions about what might happen next. Some users believed they had discovered important clues. Others criticized these efforts, arguing that speculation without evidence could create unnecessary harm. The debate highlighted the complicated relationship between celebrity culture and digital platforms. Why audiences became so invested. Celebrity scandals are hardly new, yet some stories capture public attention more than others. In this case, several factors contributed to the extraordinary level of interest. First, Sahara Isik already had a significant public profile. Known for her appearances on television and reality competition programs, she had built a loyal audience that followed her career closely. Second, the alleged connection to a popular television production dramatically increased visibility. Finally, the emotional nature of the accusations created a powerful narrative. Stories involving trust, betrayal, heartbreak, and unanswered questions often resonate strongly with audiences because they touch on universal human experiences. Even people who were unfamiliar with the individuals involved found themselves drawn into the discussion. The impact on fan communities played a major role in shaping the public response. Supporters of Sahara Isik rallied behind her, sharing messages of encouragement and expressing admiration for her willingness to speak publicly. At the same time, supporters of the actors and public figures mentioned in speculation urged caution and patience. These competing perspectives created intense discussions across social media platforms. Some conversations remained respectful and thoughtful. Others became more emotional, reflecting the strong feelings generated by the controversy. The situation demonstrated how modern fandom extends beyond admiration for professional achievements. Fans often feel personally connected to public figures and become deeply invested in their experiences. Media analysis and commentary. Television commentators and entertainment analysts soon began offering their own interpretations of the controversy. Many focused on the communication strategy behind Sahara Isik's remarks. By revealing only part of the story, analysts argued she had effectively maintained public attention while preserving the possibility of future disclosures. This approach is increasingly common in the age of social media. Rather than presenting every detail at once, public figures sometimes release information gradually, allowing conversations to evolve over time. The result can be sustained public interest and continuous media coverage. Whether intentional or not, Zahra Isik's comments achieved precisely that effect. Questions without answers. Despite extensive discussion, many important questions remained unanswered. What specific events inspired the allegations? Who exactly was involved? What evidence, if any, might eventually be presented? Would additional individuals decide to share their perspectives? The absence of definitive answers fueled even more speculation. For journalists, the challenge became balancing public interest with responsible reporting. For audiences, the uncertainty made the story even more intriguing. Every new development seemed capable of changing perceptions dramatically, celebrity reputation in the digital era. One of the most significant aspects of the controversy is its potential impact on public reputation. In today's media environment, allegations can spread globally within minutes. Even when claims remain unverified, public discussions often shape perceptions long before official statements are issued. This reality creates enormous pressure for celebrities and public figures. Every response, or decision not to respond, can influence how audiences interpret a situation. Some communication experts noted that remaining silent may sometimes reduce attention, while others argued that transparency is often the best approach. The effectiveness of either strategy depends heavily on the circumstances involved. The psychological impact of public controversies. Beyond headlines and social media trends, public controversies can carry significant emotional consequences. Living under constant public scrutiny is difficult under normal circumstances. When allegations, rumors, and intense media attention enter the picture, that pressure can increase dramatically. Psychologists frequently note that public criticism can affect mental well-being, self-confidence, and interpersonal relationships. For celebrities, the challenge is especially complex because their personal experiences often become subjects of widespread discussion. The Zahra Isik controversy serves as another example of how personal conflicts can evolve into national conversations. How entertainment news has changed. The rapid growth of this story also reflects broader changes within the entertainment industry. A decade ago, celebrity news was largely controlled by traditional media organizations. Today, social media platforms allow public figures to communicate directly with audiences. This shift has transformed the relationship between celebrities, journalists, and fans. Information now moves faster than ever before. A single post or statement can generate international headlines within hours. The Zahra Isik story illustrates this reality perfectly. One dramatic